What's up, everybody? Today I'm here to give you my review on Shang-Chi, the Legend of the Ten Rings. I had a chance to watch it yesterday. So first, this will be a non-spoiler review, just my overall thoughts. And when I get to the spoilers, I'll let you know, just in case if you haven't, seen it yet. So I went to the theaters yesterday with my brother, and right off the bat, I gotta say, I had a great time. And I think one of the best things of this film was the fight scenes. They were not fake. They did not come off as fake, because if you're that person that watch a lot of action films, you probably notice that sometimes you could totally tell that it's just so fake. But here it was just very real. I had a lot of Jackie Chan vibes and Jet Li vibes, because we know those two, they fight for real. And here, I'm not really sure about the Shang-Chi's actor background as far as his fighting skills, but I was definitely sold on the whole action scene. It was beautifully choreographed, well done. That was the best part of the film. Overall, this had a lot of comedy that I think it worked. The CGI was really good. The acting was pretty solid, had no issues with the acting. I would say that the only weak point is that sometimes towards the middle it kind of dragged a little, but as soon as they picked up in action again, I was just totally back on track. So overall, I definitely think this was a great origin story for Shang-Chi, and it definitely shows that he will be a part of the Marvel Universe going forward. By the way, there are two end credit scenes. I can't discuss it here because this is the non-spoiler part. But if you are watching the film and you want to see the scenes, you should wait because there are two. One mid-credit scene and one at the very end. I think the mid one is the most important one. The other one, not so much. It's more of like a payoff to one of the characters. I think that, like I said, this is one of the best origin films from the whole Marvel series, I think. I think it was really well done. I definitely connected to the character. It's a family story, which I really liked. I thought the characters were very relatable. Not a lot of issues here, apart from one thing that was discussed on the spoiler part. So yes, this is definitely a plus. I think out of a 10, this will probably be a strong 8, maybe a little higher. I love the visual effects. I think the acting was strong. We got to see some characters from the Marvel Universe back here that I wasn't expecting. Or maybe I was just like, yeah, it was kind of a surprise to see them. But overall, guys, this is a good time. I definitely recommend go watch this out. I didn't think much of the trailer. I mean, I thought I would enjoy the fight scenes, and I was completely right because those were the best parts. And I love those films, with choreography and kung fu. I just find that stuff brilliant, and that did not disappoint. I loved it. I felt like I wanted to get out of there. Like, oh my God, I want to start kung fu classes now because it's just so beautiful. It was so nice. Loved it. So now let's head to the spoilers. Okay, so the villain. So basically the villain of this film, right, is the father, Shang-Chi's father. He starts off as this big bad guy, right? But towards the end, we see that there was a motivation. I mean, not really. He's bad until he meets Shang-Chi's mother. And once he meets her, he changes his way of seeing things, and he leaves behind his power, which is the rings, and she leaves behind her power, like the air bending, wind bending power. So cool, because she came from this mythical place called Talu, if I'm not mistaken. And I really enjoyed that whole thing that they gave up that so they could be together. However, his past did not forget what he has done before, and he comes to haunt him, and then the mother dies. So I thought that story was definitely very believable. It's kind of cliche, but at the same time, if you are like a gangster or someone really bad, your family is definitely going to be in danger. This, it could be cliche, but at the same time is very much reality. So I enjoy the whole thing. And then the mom dies, and then Chang-Chi is left with the father that is now this bitter person that's just training him to be an assassin. And that, I thought it was really cool. However, there's one thing about Shang-Chi that I thought was a bit weird, that he abandons his father when he's supposed to go out on a mission. He never returns. And the only thing I thought it was a little bit weird is that he abandoned his sister, and it didn't seem like he was even thinking about coming back for her. And we do see later on that they have a bond, right? But I think she was right to be pissed at him, because he was pretty much settled on his American life. He had a job, and he didn't seem like he had any intention to coming back for her or even worrying about her, even though he knew the kind of father he had, that so I thought that was a little bit like a flaw in the character that could be also relatable. It shows that he isn't this perfect person. So I enjoyed that. Now, I enjoyed that we got to see, what's his name, Wong from Doctor Strange. I think it's totally cool to see him there, doing his power and fighting that. He is on the ring fighting this monster that is from the Hulk, right? And we're probably going to see this on the upcoming She-Hulk. I forgot about the name of the monster, but I enjoyed him in the film, and we get to see him also on the end credit scene. I'll get to that a little bit later. So yeah, I enjoyed that this villain was not just like, I'm evil, he had a motivation, he had decided to not be that evil self, but then the mom died, and then he's just like, forget about all of that, and then he becomes evil again. However, the actions that he's taking, there is an explanation, and I enjoy that. I don't really like when I go watch films where someone is just evil for the sake of being evil. This is one of the complaints I had from Black Widow, because I thought the villain was very cartoonish, because I didn't see any motivation for that guy. He was just evil for, why is he doing this? So I liked it here. I think Aquafina's character was pretty funny. A lot of the jokes landed. And I was just worried that she was going to be this annoying character that I couldn't, stand. But I did not have that impression. I actually thought she was quite good. She had good chemistry with Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was fantastic in all his whole fight scenes. Oh my God, it was just so beautiful. I wish like we had more of that. Like, I loved the whole fight sequences. They were all perfect. I think the bus one was the best one in my opinion. And that's where I also had the huge Jackie Chan vibe. There's a scene where he uses his jacket to, do something there. And that's totally a Jackie Chan move. So I enjoyed that a lot. And I think that it is pretty much towards the end, we know that Shang-Chi is definitely going to play a big role in the Marvel Universe. However, I gotta say, at the very end, when we get to the end credit scene, we have Wong coming to talk to Shang-Chi, and then he brings the Aquafina Katie character. And my brother was like, but she has no power. She just, what? I mean, she trained for like a day on archery, and now she's like, that didn't make much sense to me. It's okay that he would bring her because they were together. I totally get it. But he was talking to them as if they were a team. And I was like, I'm with my brother there. She has no powers. She trained very, very little. And now she's going to be part of the team. It sounds a little bit rushed, but okay. And then we get to see Captain Marvel and the Hulk. I'm not a big fan of Captain Marvel. I just think that she's a little bit annoying. And again, she was annoying here. She was just there for like a second and she's just like, oops, I gotta go. There's something more important to do. And I was like, why were you even here to begin with? I don't care. I guess it's because we find out that the rings is sort of like alien technology. And that she would be the right person if we're involving aliens, I guess. But I like that Bruce Banner was there. and he's not on his Hulk self. What does that mean? There's some story that we don't know, that's still untold. And then towards the very end, the second end credit scenes where we see the sister, right? That she couldn't train because she's a woman. And I could totally see that happening in this culture, that she wouldn't be able to fight like her brother, but then she kind of taught herself, and then at the very end she just allows women to train as well. So I thought that was just like sort of a payoff to what she was, her arc towards the whole film. I do like her bond with the brother. I think it came off as very real because he's definitely not this perfect being, you know. I would totally be on her side that he left. She was like a little child, and it doesn't seem like he had intention to go back and help her. So she had to kind of like do her own thing on her own, and she built a whole place for like a fight ring thing, and that place was awesome. But anyways, guys, yes, what could I say about this film? I definitely recommend. I thought that it was a really strong origin film. I liked the character. There's just some boring moments towards the end. Oh, we got to see the fake Mandarin as well. How funny is that? But yeah, good visual effects, and I definitely want to see what happens next to Shang-Chi. So I think this was definitely a strong job by the Marvel Universe. So yes, a strong 8 for me. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop in comments down below. I'd love to hear what you think about this film, or if you haven't seen, I hope you didn't see the spoiler part. But drop your comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I see you